Are you sitting comfortably? Then we'll begin.
Hey, chicks and geezers, what do you think? It's time for a little bit more recording. How's it going out there?
Howdy, 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 ho.
So, there was that whole thing with Hegseth. It was just going down where he was getting, doing some speech or something about how the whole thing in Iran is the greatest military moment in the history of the world. And don't
really?
Yeah. No other military's ever come close. And you ever heard of D-Day, motherfucker?
Yeah.
Fuck?
I mean, well, they didn't come close though. That's the problem.
Yeah.
They missed.
Yeah, it's so fucking funny. And it every time one of these handpicked minions of Ronald Gump does these moments and then gets put to question and has nothing to say but due to the fearless leadership. I'm sorry, but you can tell unless they're told what to say, they have not a freaking clue how to answer. So they just defer the question away and don't answer. And it just keeps happening over and over again. You know, it's a script. It's a thing now. It's like a what's his name? John Hughes movie. It's just, you know, it's almost formulaic now.
Yeah, I mean, we're kind of like used to politicians doing that, but there's something different in the way they do it. It's just, it's like bullshit.
Yeah, totally, man. Totally. Now, we're not actually covering that right now because it's literally the only thing a lot of people are about to talk about for the next 12 hours. And we're not about overly hard hitting attempts at news. We just, tell you some shit you should know and try to make it funny.
We like to tickle your little news buds.
Yeah. The little newsy man in the boat. Got to give him some attention.
Your little news clit. Yeah, that could be the Shills, the erogenous zone of news.
Yeah. Hitting the G-spot every time.
Well, can't quite reach, but never mind.
Yeah. Well, just because you get there doesn't mean you're going to make it work. So I wasn't trying to say that, master of ceremonies be us.
You find the G spot. How do you start this thing anyway? Like trying to start it like a boat motor.
What doesn't it have a start button?
Anyway.
Yeah,
That's
now
enough
that
about
I'm finally here, I'm kind of tired and I need a snack. That was a couple jokes in one. All right. Let me have a couple of more of this here. I'll just be real quick. I did clean up my little cigarette vapey thing, you know, that thing that's more acceptable when you're doing this. And I will switch back to it here coming up, but it got knocked over and I didn't notice. And some of the goo linked into the little mouthpiece thing. And I tried to have a puff on it and I got the goo like on my tongue and whatnot. And it was all sorts of wrong.
Yeah, it sounds delicious.
Oh, God.
You might as well just chew tobacco.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, you know, I wouldn't doubt that chewing tobacco was actually better somehow. I got relatives out in the Maritimes who loved to chew when I was younger, and I just couldn't understand it. Like everywhere you go, you just leave this freaking horrific mess of spitting and hawking and, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, I know people don't like smoking, but at least when somebody smokes around you, it's just a puff of that smell now and then. It's not, geez, I just stepped in somebody's chewing tobacco spit, and now I'm about to get in my car, right? You know. Anyway, weird rant to go on. Let's try to get some news done, shall we?
Yeah.
Oh, there's some thinking to be done here before we kick in, Dunk. There's a really good chance that tomorrow at around 2:00, Felix is home, and tomorrow evening might really suck to do a pub chat. We might actually want to do a redirect and just have a pub chat this evening if you're free.
Oh, okay.
I only found out about this literally 2 minutes before you joined, before we went live. I just kind of forgot and telling you now.
All right. Ooh,
yeah, it might be a good night for that though. So we'll see how it plays out for you. Let me know here. Okay, so what am I going to say about this one? Sorry, everybody. 1 second here. Okay, I know what to say here, and I got dunked, so I go, okay, and okay, I think I know how to word this. It's the way you wrote yours is making it hard for me to find a transition. Okay. I think I can do this. Oh, fuck. Okay.
It's like watching the cogs turn on an antique clock.
If I wasn't wearing these headphones, you would see the steam, you know? All right, here we go. So coming up, we got a story of a California official calling for action that you weren't really expecting to hear. And Dunk's got a story that warns y'all to look out because the Hair Bear bunch are coming. You hit subscribe and I'll cue the music. So this woman here is the vice mayor of a small Southern California city. Her name is Cynthia Gonzalez, and she seems to have been calling for street gangs to organize in the face of the immigration sweeps by ICE agents around Los Angeles. I'm not kidding. Yeah. And I gotta say, I know you don't you call for like heavy violence from real police and stuff, and you don't just call for gang violence, but you can see what she's saying in a certain roundabout way. She's the vice mayor of a little town with a strange name that I'm not going to screw up here. And she referenced two well-known street gangs and questioned why gang members were not protesting or speaking up about the immigration raids. Here's a couple of quotes from her. You guys tag everything up, claiming the hood. And now that your hood's being invaded by the biggest gang there isn't a peep out of you. Now, these ICE agents come in, they're all masked up. There's no legal paperwork. They're rounding people up. I mean, she's got a point in a roundabout way. She referenced the 18th Street Gang and Florence gangs. These are two infamous street gangs and appear to be speaking directly to their members. She says they all running amok in your streets. She continues here. We're out there fighting our turf, protecting our people. And, well, where are you all?
That is funny.
Yeah.
That is funny.
Yeah. Now, the Department of Homeland Security called her comments despicable and said the remarks will contribute to rising assaults against federal agents. No, well, maybe. But what's contributing to rising assaults against ICE agents is ICE agents and their behavior and actions. Let's be honest here.
Yeah, I mean, they're actually like a street gang themselves. Come on.
They're acting as bad as one. So she was, where's here? She calls for violence from criminal gangs, including all these yada yada, against our brave immigration and customs enforcement, law enforcement. If they're truly law enforcement and actually sworn in law officers, why are they hiding their identities and acting without legal paperwork?
Because it's the street gang.
Right. I mean,
working for ICE.
A lot of people are growing in voice that what we're seeing is a whole bunch of January 6th pardon people that were employed quickly and sent out. And more people are saying this could be the case. Well, stop letting them act anonymously. If they're brave law enforcement, why are they hiding themselves? There's a very good point there. Now, the police union is very upset and has called for her resignation and possible prosecution.
Oh.
Yeah. Now, okay, if she truly was in the moment calling for gangs to come out en masse and start violently fighting back, that could be an actionable offense. And I agree, that's probably out of touch. But I think this was a little bit more like it was a social media post that was then deleted, of course, because you can't leave that up. But I don't believe that if we had the whole transcript, we would be taking her completely seriously. I think she was trying to relate the fact that ICE is acting like the gangs as much as anything.
Yeah.
But still, I'm not defending her.
She just called the gangs a bunch of pussies. They all go around all tough and everything. Oh, you're in our territory, you're in our district. Okay.
They used to call her Jenny from the block because she knows these guys,
and she's done them all.
But yeah, I'm not defending her because that's crossing a line if you're a public official, but I understand what she was saying. So lighten up, everybody. Dunk, where are you going here? Because you got some good ones tonight.
More chaos in the streets of the UK. In Devon, well, a wildlife park in the southwest of England faced a sticky situation on Monday after two brown bears escaped their enclosure and made a direct line for their stockpile of food. Yes, they ended up devouring the entire week's supply of their food. The 4-year-old bear siblings, Mish and Lucy, got loose from their enclosure at Wildwood, Devon, prompting staff to escort visitors to a secure building. Watch out! It's the bear bunch. The bears, however, posed no threat to the public at any point. They said, even though they did move the public away. Okay. The duo broke into the staff food store, gorged on snacks, including a prized 7-day honey supply. And they found the honey, and they were caught on video looking very, very pleased with themselves. I'm not surprised. Park keepers get them under constant surveillance via CCTV, hiding in the room, watching them on camera, and eventually using recall training to safely return them to their enclosure without tranquilizers or force. They're just too sleepy now.
You just put a stake on the end of a fishing line and just
a pot of honey. Yeah, we are once back in the den. Both bears, exhausted from their gorging, promptly fell asleep and just suffering from a post-honey crash.
Yeah. I was just going to say, how Winnie the Pooh is this?
The park said our experienced keeping team and acted immediately following established safety protocols. We are now investigating the operational error that allowed this escape. I think it's just basically the door was left open. I think that's how it works.
Just follow the smell of marijuana, and I'm sure you'll find him hiding around the corner. You know?
Yeah, he probably eating the honey himself. Originally rescued as abandoned cubs from an Albanian snowdrift in 2021, Mission Lucy were taken by the Wildwood Trust after rewilding efforts failed, and they've become a favorite over the 40-acre sanctuary. No structural damage was found to the bear enclosure, but the park emphasized the seriousness of the breach. Yeah, these little buggers. And they said the new safeguards will be implemented to prevent future breakouts. Yeah, they're going to put the honey in another box.
Yeah. And the manager said, "May this be a lesson. Don't leave your spam and eggs laying around."
No. I mean, it's not like bears aren't famous for like finding food.
That's all the Yogi Bear cartoon was about. It's just
You're a big basket.
exactly. Well, if you're new here, hit subscribe for us because we'd appreciate it very much, and maybe a like as well. Why not, right?
And if you are smarter than the average bear, please leave us a comment in the comment section below.
And if you're not, just paw at the keyboard. You'll figure it out. You know, that's funny. The whole time when you were saying they ate a week's worth of food, you know, doesn't that mean that maybe you're underfeeding them? I mean, yeah, you know, either they were out for like a day just eating, or they were only out for hours. And I think maybe they have bigger appetites than you think.
Oh, I think bears have got an endless appetite if you give them half a chance.
Do they? Yeah. Yeah, there's some breeds of dog that are like that. They'll just eat until they're sick, and you just watch it going, what is wrong with you? You know? All right. Give us a second here, and oh, wait a minute. There, that's better. I noticed the light that I have in that globe right now is just one step too bright. You can't see the continents well enough.
Who cares?
I do. People will think I'm from Atlantis. I'm just accentuating the ocean. But you see, like there's a bright spot on the bottom. You know, it's too much. The other bulb I had was better, but I thought it was too dull. So now I got to find an in between. Okay, what's the next one? Oh, yeah, okay. I've got one that everyone's going to relate to, but you won't admit it.
Ooh.
Hey, Super Chat Matt's here. All right. Okay. Anything I need to know?
Yeah, I'm just typing.
We had another somebody named Jan signed up through our Ko-fi as a monthly member at $50 US. Huge hearts. Will it work with my hands full of shit? Look at that. Hey, I guess Apple considers those that have like arthritis and stuff. Okay. Okay. Almost ready. Dunk's just writing his intro.
Yeah.
And then we'll have to edit out the swearing. Yes, good call. Okay. Okay. Okay, so okay, these actually go together well. So
yeah, I planned it that way.
Yeah, just happened to be on your mind, did it? Okay. Okay. All right, here we go. I think I got this. Here we go. Look, I don't actually know what I'm going to say yet, but fuck, it'll probably work. So we got a major upheaval going on in the pornography world with age verification, and Dunk's got a story about somebody who likes to be swinging sword while jumping hurdles. So you hit subscribe and I'll cue the music. So we got major upheaval in the world of pornography. It's starting out in the UK, but you can figure this is going to spread, as I do. Sites including Pornhub and one called RedTube, have to look that up after, are introducing a highly effective age check system starting on the 25th of July in the UK. And this is going to be the first run of it. But if it works, you'll see it more for sure. This is Ofcom. It's, I guess, some UK group that decide what's bad and good for children. And they're really concerned with children seeing pornographic content online, which any parent should be. Some of the stats here, according to new research by the regulator, 8% of boys 8 to 14 years old have visited UK pornography sites within a month, and 19% of boys aged 13 and 14. And around 11% of girls the same ages visited pornography sites in the month. I think the girls, you got a few that are checking out the sites to see if they're willing to go that far for an OnlyFans site. But you know,
Oh, no.
Yeah. But they say they're bringing in highly effective age checks, including credit card checks, open banking, and facial age estimation. As part of the new rules, platforms must also ensure age verification measures don't exclude adults from accessing legal content or compromise their privacy. And this is where I just have to take the most ultimate pause, because if you have to use your credit card to verify
details, your face.
Right. Yeah. How is this anonymous in any way? I mean, I can go and get one of those fake credit cards and use that to sign up to a place, and it just uses whatever name I want it to use, but that can't verify my age. A real credit card can, because they know who you are. I don't understand how this can protect somebody's privacy and right to access adult content when at the same time verify your age in any legal way. How is this going to work?
Can't they just can't you just send a dick pic and they'll just tell if you've got the tubes?
Yeah, they map the location of the mole or something, right? But you know what I mean? Like, I just don't quite get this, because without giving personal details that truly verify who you are and therefore your age to all of these companies, how can you play within the rules? And in doing so, these companies put out a privacy statement that says we promise to be really good about your data. Every one of these companies that has one has been hacked, and they all get some $20 million fine, but the company earns $3 billion a year. Right. So, I mean, it's just another vector for us to be screwed. Now, I understand we got to protect kids from this, but wouldn't it be easier to have a thing where parents have a registry where they get like some kind of secure cookie that says, yes, my children are children, and as such, the sites just won't open? Like, wouldn't it be better to go that way?
Maybe.
Right? I just don't know. But I can only see this as being a nightmare. It's great politically because it sells. Look at me. Look what I just did. But in practice, this is a nightmare in waiting. I don't see how it's going to work.
Yeah.
Dunk, what do you got for us coming up today?
Well, if you do get logged out of pornography and you can't go and access it, don't worry. There's still plenty of pornography out there. Because in Chechnya, at the prestigious Golden Spike Athletics meet, American hurdler Chris Robinson managed to take gold in the men's 400 hurdles. So the victory has been overshadowed by a little bit of revealing. As you can see, he's blurred out. Not only did he take the gold, he was doing a bit of brown as well. The 24-year-old, fresh from the gold medal with the World Athletics Relays in May, was in strong form. I hope, gaining ground on competitors as he rounded the back straight. Yeah, he was up round the back.
He had a firm grip on victory in this run.
But with 250 meters still to go, Robinson found himself battling a little bit more than just lactic acid. A kit malfunction resulted in an accidental public appearance of his penis. Yes. Clearly visible on broadcast footage. Despite the thing flapping around like a anaconda, Robinson remained focused, repeatedly adjusting his shorts while maintaining his pace and clearing hurdles.
Hung like a donkey. The tip kept bashing off the wood, but he ran on.
Wow, he was beating off the opposition. That's all I can say. He clipped the final barrier. Ouch! But recovered with a forward dive to finish first.
And one black eye.
Just scraped his penis across the finish line. Post-race, he lay on the track momentarily, offering a sheepish look towards fellow athletes, seemingly aware that his victory had been quite literally exposed to the world. Television broadcasters were forced to issue apologies to the viewers. Why, was it a very small penis? And after slow motion replays made the mishap unmistakably clear. Oh yeah, okay, they apologized for it, but it didn't stop them showing it.
Yeah. Wow, this must have been on late night TV, man.
Fans praised Robinson's composure under unexpected conditions, with many calling to the win one of the most distractingly heroic performances of the season. He's now being sponsored by RedTube.
He's now an advocate for getting your ID verified.
Yeah. Our sponsors tonight, RedTube. Don't forget PJ to put the link in the
well, you got to say that's an eye-opening performance. If you're new here and you get excited by silly news about schlong, click subscribe because I'm sure we got more coming for you soon.
And if you're a penis just out hanging around with nothing to do, leave a comment in the comment section and tell us what it's like.
Yeah, but please use a tasteful avatar. See you soon, everyone. Oh God, you guys missed it, but you got to say, I mean, the guy likes to cock about.
Well, the next two stories are a real cock and ball story.
Yeah, yeah. I was really happy when a story about this came up. It's the kind of story that can stroke people into. I can't. I just, okay. We should remind you the clips that we're recording while we do this. If you're wondering why we keep using that little intro and outro, they're uploaded without editing, except for clipping them out. To at the 42 show, our little video channel. We're trying to see if YouTube would like or just keep hating us. But yeah. What are you doing? Fishing for yours?
No, we got a little mention here from PJ because NANA is in the chat. Apparently, you had a super chat that we missed. Last time.
Yeah. That's right. He had a super chat that went in just as we hit the credits button. It was when we were talking about shit with shit going on in the USA and whatnot, and NANA had come in with a super chat saying, "I'm a bit worried because I'm a legal permanent resident next month. I'll pay a lawyer." So there's oh God, I hope there's no issues. Holy. So far no raid has affected us 100%, but a few people we know have literally seen them in the neighborhood. But there's been
ice baby.
Yeah.
Ding, 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 ding.
Oh God. Don't do that. Brian May will kill us. Okay. All right. I think I'm ready. Have you put your thingy in? Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Have I put my thingy in?
Yeah.
Good grief.
I can't see where your pumpkin is. I don't know.
Oh, God.
Okay. I am ready. Let's see here. Let's see here. Okay. Got it. Here we go. Coming up, we got a story on Big Balls. That little prick has hit the news again. And it turns out the Armenian prime minister is having a very personal little clash with the church. So you hit subscribe and I'll cue the music. That's right, Doge employee himself, Big Balls. His name is actually Edward Korestein, but you care? No, I don't either. Big Balls.
His friends call him twat.
Oh God, his friends call him two peanuts in a thumb condom. So Big Balls, he was one of the more publicized members of Musk's Department of Government Deficiency. He resigned from the U.S. government this week. The 19-year-old technologist had worked at multiple agencies. Most recently was the Social Security Administration, because that's where you want a self-important, entitled 19-year-old that calls himself Big Balls in the Social Security Administration. Now, this guy's youth and lack of experience at, anything other than masturbation were emblematic of the class of Doge staffers tasked with literally just dismantling the federal government in America. White House gave no details on the move other than, he's done immediately. The future of Doge and employees like Big Balls has been kind of an open question since Musk left, because with Musk around, is there truly a Doge anymore at all? Or is there just some little pimply face pukes running around going, hey, I can fix that for you?
But it certainly hasn't been hitting the news recently.
Yeah, exactly, right? It seems to have died down, right? Now, Korstein here, Big Balls himself. Let me just bring up another one here because it shows El Mentor as well. But this guy was followed by a shady online history. Let me just lay out a little bit for you here. This was Korstein had been active in a chat room popular with hackers and previously had been fired from a job following alleged data leak. In March, it was reported that Korstein had provided tech support to a cybercrime gang and had bragged about trafficking in stolen data and harassing an FBI agent. He was also fired from a previous internship at a cybersecurity firm for leaking secrets. Keep in mind that this slimy little prick Big Balls was just diving in to the serious depths of information on very personal levels of many, many Americans. And several other Doge staffers have also bailed. I'm not going to give their true names because, well, I don't think they're worth the lip service. But rest assured that Big Balls, the pimply little puke, is no longer getting into your information. The question I leave you with is, did that little shit that already got like busted and fired at a few places for being a total deviant, did he grab anybody's personal information? And is he now employable by more the criminal aspect of the internet because what he might have been able to steal? And if that proves to be true, does all of this responsibility legally fall on the shoulders of Elon Musk? I leave that with you. What do you think, Dunk?
Oh, I think you're giving the kid a hard time. You know, he sounds like the most qualified person of the executive branch of the government. I think he should be running for president.
Yeah, of the Masturbators Club. Where do you want to take us today?
Well, talking of which, we take you to Armenia, where a bitter political and religious dispute in Armenia has taken quite an unusual turn after Prime Minister Nikol Pashinyan offered to prove he's uncircumcised in a direct challenge to the head of the Armenian Apostolic Church. Yeah, the controversy erupted after Father Zareh Asharan, a priest of the church, publicly accused Pashin. Oh, you have to just let me just bumble through these names.
Just call him Passion Penis.
Yeah, just Pashi. Pashi of being circumcised. A statement in Armenia's religious and cultural context implies that he is not a true Christian, because true Christians don't cut off their little bits. Apparently, that's true. But now, in a widely reported post, Asheran called for the church to cleanse itself of false believers and referred to the act of circumcision as replacing the seal of the Holy Cross.
Oh, jeez, you're God.
Are you sure about that? Well, what Christian religion is this?
Has this guy ever seen a bare tip? Because there's no cross. It's.
And there's just tattooed on there. Pashinyan responded on Facebook, directly addressing the Catholicos of all Armenians, Karen second using his birth.
I think the word was catheter.
Yeah. Anyway, he said he would accept.
That's a hand job.
What am I doing here? How can I do this story with all these different fucking stipulations? Anyway, he wanted to personally prove that he's not circumcised. He's just going to take his tadger out to the, the church leader.
Keep it in your pants, Jimmy. Get on your knees and pray.
I don't know why he just doesn't run a hurdle.
That's probably how he's going to show us.
Yeah. Yeah, the prime minister then counterattacked, questioning the celibacy of the church's leader. Does he have a child or not? So apparently the priest has been at it, and then oh dear, he's probably got no. Anyway, this exchange marks an escalation in ongoing tensions between the Armenian government and the church. And in May, Pashinyan claimed that the churches were being used as storerooms, in quotes, and accused clergy of violating celibacy vows. What do you mean by storerooms? You got like loads of nuns
glory
in there.
Holes?
Is that what they're talking about? The church in turn described his comments as unbecoming of a statesman. Yeah, well, you're all shit talking each other. On Wednesday, Pashinyan claimed law enforcement had uncovered a criminal oligarch clergy plot aimed at destabilizing the republic. I don't care, because it's a shitty republic. You're already unstable. And there's Putin talking about when he had his circumcision done.
They cut this much off.
And I'm still a massive prick. Analysts say the growing rift between the state and the Armenian church could signal a deeper societal realignment, though few expected it to.
Something always goes deeper when you're dealing with Putin. So
what is going on over there? Just get your cock out, Pashinyan.
So the man is going to prove he's uncut by bending over for Putler. I'm so confused here.
Well, the thing he wants to show it to a priest. I mean, I don't.
That's not how religion works.
Well, as far as I know, you don't want to be showing your cock to a priest because it just sets them off,
especially in public. Oh dear God!
Nail it to a cross where it's supposed to be.
I'm pretty sure you're not going to do it now, but you could click like, share, and subscribe. And we promise, we promise never to talk about this again.
Well, unless it comes up again.
Just nothing's coming up again.
Well, I mean, if something does come up, just tell us about it in the comment section.
Oh, please use a pencil. God.
There's a list of totally unpronounceable names as well. Oh, great. Yeah. Well done.
That's what I always make them up. Like when I start getting the Russian guys, I just call them "suck me off" and stuff.
I know. I know. That's your thing.
Yeah, but it works. Yeah. Can you imagine Prime Minister Mark Carney of Canada standing up and say, "Yeah, I'll prove I'm not cut. I'll fucking pull it out."
Yeah, he'd do it, but but then Trump will have to do it too, and he'll have to take out his little mushroom. And,
but with the way that Carney handles Trump, I'm pretty sure that people all over the world of every race and creed would be saying, "Wow, that brother's hung." Because Carney's got some shit on him, man. He can control that prick.
Yeah.
Okay. Give me 1 second. We'll record number 4 here. What do you guys want to do after? Should we put can you do an after show thingy tonight, or what's the deal with that?
Oh, could do.
Okay. You guys want to see an after show thingy tonight? Because we could put the event up and do a redirect and hang out for a bit after. I'm not sure I want to see it, but I could be a part of it.
Yeah, you don't have to watch it. Don't worry.
Yeah. Okay. I've got a good one for number 4. How do I say his name funny this time?
Oh, shit. Hang on.
Yeah, that's a good one. All right. Oh, it's like an Ozzy Osbourne song. Now I'm going to have the thing in my head. Holy fuck, man. Lord Thunder and Jesus. One sec.
It's the Armenian Prime Minister knocking on his door. I'm here to show you my penis.
Oh, man. I sucked that beer down as fast as somebody trying out with a garden hose, you know? Okay. All right. Let's see. PJ's in the chat. PJ, can you put up the pub chat event for after this? We'll record one. It'll be what?
You got to make one first, haven't you?
That's what I'm saying. Make the event. He's got manager. He could do it. Yeah. So we got to do like a 10-minute recording. They're not quite that, and then a switch over quick. So 22, 32.
He says he's never made an event before. Do you want me to do it right now?
Oh, sure. Okay. We'll have to show you because all you have to do is copy and paste the last event. It's super simple. Yeah, that's right. We've never done. Okay. I moved my ring light a tiny bit, and I noticed it's in the glasses more. So much for anti-glare. I mean, I can see the fucking thing. Look at that. Fucking assholes. I pay a lot of money. You know, I got two. I got these ones as well. I wonder if that will tint the lens. Yeah, not really. LED doesn't really have the full spectrum. But these are distance glasses, so if I put them on now, I wouldn't be able to fucking see a thing. All right.
Thursday.
Oh, yeah. Another reminder, make sure you're subbed to our other channel at The 42 Show on YouTube. You just, go to YouTube and do at The 42 Show, all one word, no spaces, and you'll find it instantly. It's got our round earth green logo, greenish. I think it's more yellow for The 42 Show. Yeah. Fuck, I don't know. Yeah, it's a little bit yellowed. It's like retro computing. It's a little yellowed. Oh, I have to put the redirect here.
No, I've done it.
Oh, you've already done it?
Yeah.
Don't put the redirect on the new one. You got to put it on this one, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I remember one of us did that once, half drunk. We put the redirect on the wrong one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And you will just need another stream key. It's different. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Just let you know. Right.
Okay. So I'm gonna put what do I say here? Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Squeezing one out.
Yeah. Okay. Let me get this out. Now that I know what I'm going to say, I've got about 12 seconds before I forget it. So coming up, we got North Korea's solution for their next big get-rich scheme, and it's tourism. Plus, we got lightning strikes going all over the USA, and Dunk's going to tell you about it. You hit subscribe, and I'll cue the music. So Kim Jong-un Jong is more accustomed to seeing ballistic missile launches and political purges, but this week, the North Korean baboon opted for a change of pace with a family visit to a new beach resort. It's the vanguard of tourism that's one day going to drive foreign visitors crazy. I shit you not. This is what the guy says. So Kim, who has swapped reality for, what they do in North Korea, also swapped his trademark mouse suit for a dark one. You can see it there in the picture. I don't know why anybody cares. He was accompanied by his daughter and presumed heir. I mean, she looks like a normal person, but she's brought up with thoughts of being the daughter of a god. So I don't know how that's going to go. And they hailed this coastal resort as one of the country's greatest feats. Do they look happy? They're standing there. Yeah, but it looks windy and cold. And, Kim Jong-un has a fake smile. His daughter's trying to look pleasant. And the rest of them are standing there going, oh, my God, I got to go pee, but he won't let me leave. Here's another picture. And this is the opening ceremony that he threw for it. Now, let me go back in the pictures here. Look at that. It's just a beach. And look at that. That's a dinky little water slide.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And this is the party he threw to open it, which clearly costs more than the entire resort itself. So they've opened it as a big tourist destination, except for one thing. No foreigners are allowed.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I know we're going to build a great tourist destination and nobody can come. I don't know a lot about business, but I don't think that's the path to profit.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think as many North Koreans can actually afford a bowl of rice. Never mind going to this resort.
The only people that are going to get to go there are the rich elite few and a couple of peasants that get a free shower and something to wear while they're on camera and then get stuffed into their rags again, right? Yeah. But he went on this big thing. This is going to be the new tourist side of North Korea, and we're going to show the world. And then again, they reiterate, no foreigners allowed. So I just don't understand the business plan here. What the hell? We have a tourist destination for a population that doesn't even have electricity for the most part. Yay! I don't get it. But Dunk's got a story that could electrify you.
Yeah, because apparently in the United States, people just keep being struck by lightning. Now, just people stop being struck by lightning. It's just got to be done. Yeah, because, this grim coincidence unfolded over 24 hours last week. As 4 separate lightning strikes incidents were reported across the United States. Just days before the start of National Lightning Safety Awareness Week.
They got the timing of that one wrong.
Yeah, a 15-year-old boy was struck in New York Central Park. He survived the strike and is reportedly recovering. Then 3 men were hit in separate incidents in New Smyrna Beach, Florida. I hope that's a typo. 29-year-old from Colorado is critically injured while standing ankle deep in ocean water when lightning struck around 12:30 p.m. He shouldn't have been holding that lightning rod in his hand.
Yeah. Hold your penis, not the metal thing.
Lifeguards and the bystander performed CPR, but the man was unresponsive and then transported to hospital. Meanwhile, he's powering the entire city. Just plugged him in.
Yeah, he's Nikola Tesla's tower now. He's just, Yeah,
hours later, 2 men golfing at Venetian Bay, about 8 miles inland, were jolted by a nearby strike. Both escaped without serious injuries.
Are you
And
sure
all
they
these-
weren't just filming a new Caddyshack movie?
yeah, exactly. Yeah. So all these incidents come amid a rising summer thunderstorm pattern, and ahead of what officials warn is a peak lightning season. They say it's a good time to remember the dangers that exist, because we all forget about that. The lightning specialist with the National Lightning Safety Council said, with increased lightning activity and people enjoying outdoor activities, fatalities tend to rise from late June through to August. Now, why didn't Doge get rid of this
Yeah.
stupid bunch?
Yeah.
What is the point of having a National Lightning Safety Council? You can't do anything apart from tell people don't get struck by lightning.
Yeah.
What else are you going to do?
Well, okay, so the other day we had a storm and my neighbor, she's a little confused at times. She decided she wasn't going to take her daughter to daycare, like preschool, because the stroller could be a lightning rod. And I thought that was concerning on a couple levels, but maybe she had a little point. It seems like it's happening more than I would have thought. Although I think a stroller is made out of like aluminium or something, right?
Yeah, I mean, just weeks earlier. Sorry, there's another story here. Just weeks earlier, Spencer Loalbaro, father of three, was killed by lightning while golfing in Gunter, Texas, alongside his father. And a single bolt from a lone storm cloud struck them both. And his father remains in critical condition.
Oh,
yeah, and it's the third death in the US of lightning this year.
wow!
They say officials are urging the public to take extra precautions outdoors this summer. And the common mantra is, "When thunder roars, go indoors." And when lightning strikes, don't go on a hike.
Yeah. I always watch the lightning and the storms outside, but I do it from under my carport, so I'm not getting wet. So I suggest you fellas do the same. I also suggest you hit like, share, and subscribe because, well, you're here. Why not?
Yes. And don't forget to go to our merch store where we sell copper rod hats for your entertainment. And if you've been struck by lightning, tell us in the comment section, because that will probably we never get anybody in the comment section, so that will be the rarest comment we ever get.
Exactly. Tell us about your fiery experience and entertain others with your poor luck. Is that well, what are you gonna do? Poor taste, but hey, it sits well.
For shambles.
I only thought lightning was dangerous to humans. Like golfing and lightning, that's kind of stupid unless you got like graphite or something clubs, But even then, why are you outside in a thunderstorm, right? But I always thought it was, those rare moments when somebody was, freak storm and or maybe up a pole because they're fixing their windmill or something. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah. Golf does seem to be a common factor in this thing.
Yeah. So that's okay. Here's what you should take away from this stream. If you get anything, the Lord God himself hates golfists, and so should you. Yeah.
Take up beach volleyball instead.
That's right, because everybody looks good wearing less.
Except us.
Yeah, well, definitely not me. Just other people, right? Yeah, you'll have to prove your identity, but there's sites that have them. So let's do pub chat after show. What do we got? Like 5-minute transition from now?
It's starting a minute ago.
Oh, well, I guess we better get there. There's a redirect. So you know what? We won't even hit the credits. I'm just going to end the stream quickly so you can hit the redirect, and we'll see you right there.
Bye.